Introduction: Living at the Edge of Certainty and Risk. Risk is an inescapable part of life. From career decisions to personal relationships, investments to adventures, every choice we make carries a degree of uncertainty. Yet, while some thrive in the face of risk, others are paralyzed by the fear of failure. In On the Edge, The Art of Risking Everything, the dynamics of risk are explored with a blend of analytical precision and human insight, offering readers a toolkit to make better decisions in the face of uncertainty. This book delves into the psychology, science, and strategies behind risk-taking, examining why some people take bold leaps while others hold back. It offers practical methods to evaluate and embrace risk intelligently, drawing lessons from fields as diverse as finance, sports, politics, and innovation. By unpacking how experts in these areas approach uncertainty, readers can learn to identify opportunities, manage fears, and achieve their goals more effectively. Risk-taking is not about reckless gambles, it's about calculated choices, informed by logic, intuition, and experience. This book empowers readers to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence, showing how embracing risk can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative professional, or simply someone looking to push beyond your comfort zone, this book will inspire you to step to the edge and take the leap toward a more fulfilling and courageous life. Chapter 1: Understanding Risk, the Framework of Uncertainty. Risk is a fundamental part of decision-making, woven into the fabric of everyday life and critical moments alike. This chapter lays the foundation for understanding what risk truly entails, how it shapes our actions, and why mastering the art of risk-taking is essential for success and growth. What is risk? At its core, risk is the potential for a decision or action to result in loss or failure, juxtaposed with the possibility of success or reward. It exists in the space between uncertainty and outcome, requiring individuals to act without complete knowledge of future results. Understanding this duality is key to navigating life's most important choices. Components of risk. Uncertainty, the unknown elements of a situation that cannot be fully predicted. Probability, the likelihood of various outcomes, whether favorable or unfavorable. Impact, the magnitude of consequences tied to each potential outcome. Viewing risk through this lens helps clarify its complexity and the factors influencing it. The perception of risk. How people perceive risk is often subjective, shaped by emotions, experiences, and biases. Perception frequently diverges from reality, leading to overestimation or underestimation of dangers or opportunities. Factors influencing perception. Fear and anxiety, emotions can amplify perceived risks, making challenges seem insurmountable. Experience, familiarity with similar situations can reduce fear and increase confidence. Cultural context, societal norms shape attitudes toward risk, with some cultures favoring caution and others celebrating boldness. Recognizing these influences allows individuals to evaluate risk more objectively. The science of risk. Risk assessment combines intuition with analytical tools to make informed decisions. Probability theory, statistics, and models are often employed to quantify and manage uncertainty. While these tools can guide decision-making, they are only as effective as the data and assumptions they rely on. Key methods for assessing risk. Expected value analysis, weighing the potential benefits and drawbacks of an action based on probabilities. Scenario planning, anticipating a range of possible outcomes to prepare for uncertainty. Risk versus reward balance, evaluating whether the potential gains outweigh the associated risks. Developing a rational approach to risk can reduce errors in judgment and lead to better outcomes. Why risk matters. Risk-taking drives progress, innovation, and personal growth. Without it, individuals and societies stagnate, missing opportunities for advancement and discovery. However, effective risk-taking is not about gambling, it's about making calculated choices that balance ambition with preparedness. The benefits of embracing risk. Personal growth, stepping outside of comfort zones fosters resilience and self-confidence. Innovation, bold ideas often emerge from the willingness to challenge norms and take chances. Achievement, many of life's greatest rewards require overcoming fear and uncertainty. By understanding the importance of risk, individuals can begin to see it not as a threat but as a tool for transformation. The balance between risk and caution. While risk-taking is essential, it must be approached with a sense of balance. Reckless decisions can lead to failure, but excessive caution can result in missed opportunities. The art of risk lies in finding the middle ground, embracing uncertainty without losing sight of preparation and analysis. Key principles for balancing risk. Informed decisions, gather data and insights before committing to a course of action. Incremental steps, test ideas on a small scale before taking larger leaps. Mitigation strategies, identify potential pitfalls and develop contingency plans. Mastering this balance equips individuals to act boldly while minimizing unnecessary exposure to harm. Key takeaway. Risk is an inherent part of life, offering both challenges and opportunities. By understanding its nature, evaluating it objectively, and embracing it as a tool for growth, individuals can make better decisions and unlock their potential. Chapter 2: The Psychology of Risk, Understanding How We Think and Feel About Uncertainty. Risk-taking is not just a rational process, it is deeply influenced by our emotions, instincts, and cognitive biases. Let's dive into the psychological forces that shape our perception of risk and decision-making, highlighting why some people are more comfortable taking risks while others are hesitant or overly cautious. The emotional dimension of risk. Risk is often accompanied by powerful emotions, from the thrill of potential success to the anxiety of possible failure. These emotional responses can influence decision-making, sometimes overriding logic and analysis. Emotions associated with risk. Fear, a natural response to uncertainty, often exaggerating the potential for negative outcomes. Excitement, the allure of rewards and new possibilities can drive bold decisions. Regret aversion, the fear of making the wrong choice can paralyze action, even when the risk is minimal. Understanding these emotional dynamics helps individuals recognize when feelings are clouding their judgment. Cognitive biases and risk perception. Human brains are wired to process risk in ways that are not always rational. Cognitive biases, mental shortcuts that simplify decision-making, can distort how we evaluate uncertainty and potential outcomes. Common biases affecting risk decisions. Overconfidence bias, overestimating one's ability to predict or control outcomes, leading to excessive risk-taking. Loss aversion, placing greater weight on avoiding losses than achieving equivalent gains, discouraging bold actions. Anchoring bias, fixating on initial information, even when it's irrelevant or incomplete, and using it to guide decisions. Awareness of these biases allows individuals to challenge flawed thinking and make more balanced choices. Risk tolerance, why we differ. People's comfort with risk varies widely, influenced by personality, upbringing, and life experiences. Some individuals are naturally more inclined toward boldness, while others prefer caution and stability. Factors shaping risk tolerance. Personality traits, characteristics like openness to experience and resilience contribute to a higher risk appetite. Experience, past successes or failures with risk-taking can influence confidence and decision-making habits. Cultural norms, societies with a history of valuing individualism and entrepreneurship may foster greater risk-taking behavior. Recognizing one's risk tolerance is essential for understanding personal limits and preferences. Fear, a double-edged sword. Fear is one of the most significant psychological barriers to risk-taking. While it serves as a protective mechanism, it can also prevent individuals from pursuing valuable opportunities. How fear impacts decision-making. Paralysis, fear of failure can lead to inaction, even in situations where the potential benefits outweigh the risks. Overestimation, people tend to magnify the likelihood and severity of negative outcomes when they feel fear. Motivation, in some cases, fear can act as a catalyst, driving preparation and focus. By reframing fear as a signal rather than a barrier, individuals can harness it to make more deliberate choices. The role of intuition in risk. Intuition, or gut feeling, often plays a role in risk decisions, particularly when time or information is limited. While intuition can be valuable, it is not infallible and must be balanced with rational analysis. When intuition works. Experience-driven insight. Intuition is often based on subconscious patterns recognized through past experiences. Quick decision-making. In fast-paced or high-stakes situations, intuition can provide a practical starting point. When to question intuition. Bias and emotion. Intuition can be clouded by biases or heightened emotions, leading to poor choices. Lack of expertise. In unfamiliar situations, relying solely on intuition can increase the likelihood of error. Integrating intuition with critical thinking creates a more robust approach to risk evaluation. Overcoming psychological barriers to risk. To take risks effectively, individuals must address the psychological barriers that inhibit action. This requires a combination of self-awareness, emotional regulation, and strategic thinking. Strategies to overcome barriers. Reframe failure. View setbacks as learning opportunities rather than definitive losses. Incremental risk-taking. Start small to build confidence and experience before tackling larger challenges. Emphasize preparation. Reduce anxiety by thoroughly researching and planning for potential outcomes. These practices help create a mindset that embraces uncertainty as an opportunity for growth. Key takeaway. The psychology of risk is complex, shaped by emotions, biases, and individual preferences. Understanding these influences is crucial for making better decisions and overcoming fear or hesitation. This chapter provides a framework for recognizing and managing the mental forces at play, empowering you to approach uncertainty with greater clarity and confidence. Chapter 3: The Dynamics of Decision-Making, Balancing Analysis and Action. Effective risk-taking requires more than courage, it demands sound decision-making processes that balance careful analysis with timely action. This chapter explores the strategies, tools, and frameworks that enable individuals to assess risks, weigh options, and make informed choices without succumbing to overanalysis or impulsiveness. The decision-making spectrum, analysis versus action. Decision-making in the face of risk often lies on a spectrum between excessive caution and reckless spontaneity. While analysis provides clarity, overanalyzing can lead to paralysis by analysis, while impulsive action increases the likelihood of mistakes. Balancing analysis and action. Overanalysis risks delaying decisions due to fear of uncertainty or waiting for perfect information. Impulsive action risks acting too quickly without sufficient consideration of potential outcomes. Middle ground, combining thoughtful evaluation with decisive execution to achieve optimal results. The key is to identify when enough information has been gathered to act confidently. Frameworks for risk assessment. Structured frameworks help organize and simplify the process of evaluating risks and making decisions. These tools provide a systematic way to consider probabilities, outcomes, and trade-offs. Key frameworks include SWOT analysis, assessing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to identify risk and reward factors. Expected utility theory, evaluating choices based on their potential benefits, weighted by probability. Decision trees, mapping possible options, outcomes, and their likelihoods to visualize choices clearly. Using these frameworks, individuals can reduce uncertainty and identify the best course of action. Risk-reward analysis. At the heart of risk-taking is the balance between potential benefits and drawbacks. Understanding this balance is critical for making decisions that align with personal or organizational goals. Steps for evaluating risk and reward. 1. Identify outcomes, list potential positive and negative results of a decision. 2. Assign probabilities, estimate the likelihood of each outcome based on available data or informed judgment. 3. Compare impacts, weigh the significance of gains versus losses, considering short and long-term effects. 4. Decide and commit, choose the option with the most favorable balance and act decisively. Risk-reward analysis ensures decisions are aligned with priorities and resources. The value of small experiments. When uncertainty is high, taking incremental steps allows for testing assumptions and gathering data before committing fully. Small experiments reduce the stakes of failure while providing valuable insights. Benefits of incremental risk-taking. Learning, identify what works and what doesn't through real-world experience. Flexibility, adapt plans based on results, minimizing losses and maximizing opportunities. Confidence building, gain momentum and reduce fear by tackling manageable challenges first. Examples of small experiments include pilot projects, prototypes, and soft launches. The role of data and metrics. Data-driven decision-making is a cornerstone of effective risk assessment. However, data must be interpreted carefully to avoid misleading conclusions or over-reliance on quantitative measures. Best practices for using data. Context matters. Data should be analyzed in relation to the specific situation and broader trends. Avoid overfitting. Drawing overly specific conclusions from limited data can lead to false confidence. Combined with intuition, data provides a foundation, but human judgment is essential for interpreting nuances. Integrating qualitative insights with quantitative data creates a holistic view of risk. Managing cognitive overload. In complex situations, the sheer volume of information and options can overwhelm decision makers. Simplifying choices and focusing on key priorities reduces cognitive overload and enhances clarity. Strategies for managing complexity. Set priorities, identify the most critical factors and eliminate irrelevant variables. Use heuristics, employ simple rules or mental shortcuts to streamline decisions. Focus on what you can control, concentrate on actionable elements rather than uncontrollable uncertainties. By narrowing focus, individuals can avoid feeling paralyzed by complexity. Acting with decisiveness. Once a decision is made, the ability to act with decisiveness is critical. Hesitation or second-guessing undermines confidence and increases the likelihood of missed opportunities. How to act decisively. Commit fully. Once a choice is made, focus on execution rather than lingering doubts. Monitor and adapt. Be prepared to pivot if circumstances change or new information arises. Reflect afterward. Evaluate the outcome to learn and improve future decision-making. Decisiveness allows individuals to turn plans into actions and risks into rewards. Key takeaway. Decision-making in the face of risk requires a balance of thoughtful analysis and bold action. By leveraging structured frameworks, data-driven insights, and incremental experiments, individuals can reduce uncertainty and make informed choices. Chapter 4: The Art of Strategic Risk-Taking. Strategic risk-taking is the deliberate process of identifying opportunities, assessing uncertainties, and choosing actions that align with long-term goals. In this chapter, the focus shifts from understanding risk and decision-making to implementing strategies that maximize rewards while minimizing unnecessary exposure. This chapter explores how to develop a mindset and framework for taking calculated risks that lead to meaningful success. Defining strategic risk. Strategic risks differ from impulsive or reactionary decisions. They involve purposeful actions taken with a clear understanding of objectives, potential outcomes, and the broader context. Characteristics of strategic risk. Goal-oriented, linked directly to achieving specific, measurable outcomes. Informed, based on data, experience, and thorough evaluation of alternatives. Proactive, taken with foresight, not as a reaction to external pressures. Strategic risks are calculated moves that align with vision and values, increasing the likelihood of favorable results. Identifying opportunities for risk. Not all risks are worth taking, and identifying opportunities requires clarity of purpose and the ability to distinguish between worthwhile challenges and unnecessary gambles. Steps to identify opportunities. 1. Clarify objectives. Understand what you aim to achieve and how the risk aligns with your goals. 2. Analyze the landscape, assess the context, trends, and factors that could influence outcomes. 3. Spot gaps and leverage points. Identify areas where taking a risk could yield significant advantages. By focusing on opportunities with high potential impact, strategic risk takers position themselves for meaningful gains. Timing. Knowing when to take risks. Timing is crucial in risk-taking. Even the best strategies can fail if executed at the wrong moment. Strategic risk-takers understand how to evaluate the readiness of conditions and act accordingly. Factors influencing timing. Market conditions, economic, social, or competitive factors that affect the probability of success. Resources, availability of time, finances, and skills to support the risk. Readiness for change, personal or organizational capacity to adapt to potential outcomes. Strategic risks often require patience and a willingness to wait for the right moment while remaining prepared to act. Building resilience to embrace risk. Resilience is a critical trait for successful risk-takers, as it allows them to navigate setbacks and persist in the face of challenges. Building resilience involves cultivating both mental toughness and practical safeguards. Strategies for resilience. Embrace failure as feedback, view setbacks as opportunities to learn and refine your approach. Create a safety net, establish buffers, such as financial reserves or contingency plans, to mitigate potential losses. Strengthen adaptability, develop the ability to pivot quickly when circumstances change. Resilience transforms risks from threats into opportunities for growth and innovation. The role of collaboration in risk-taking. While risk-taking is often seen as an individual endeavor, collaboration can significantly enhance outcomes. Working with others provides diverse perspectives, shared resources, and collective problem-solving. Benefits of collaboration. Diverse viewpoints, insights from multiple perspectives reduce blind spots and improve decision-making. Shared accountability, distributing risk among collaborators reduces individual exposure. Leverage strengths, combining expertise and resources increases the chances of success. Strategic risk takers recognize the value of teamwork and build partnerships to support their efforts. Risk mitigation, reducing exposure. Mitigating risk does not mean eliminating it. It involves identifying potential pitfalls and taking steps to minimize their impact. Effective risk mitigation ensures that even if challenges arise, they are manageable. Risk mitigation techniques. Scenario planning, anticipate possible outcomes and develop strategies to address them. Diversification, spread investments or efforts across multiple opportunities to reduce reliance on a single outcome. Monitoring and feedback, continuously evaluate progress and adjust plans as needed. Mitigation strategies allow risk takers to act boldly while maintaining control over potential downsides. Aligning risks with values and goals. Strategic risk-taking is most effective when decisions align with personal or organizational values. Risks that conflict with core principles or long-term objectives are unlikely to yield meaningful success. Steps to ensure alignment. Revisit your purpose, regularly reflect on your goals and priorities to stay focused. Evaluate risks through your values, consider whether the potential outcomes align with what matters most. Communicate intentions, ensure that stakeholders understand and support your risk-taking decisions. Alignment provides clarity and motivation, ensuring that risks contribute to broader aspirations. The long-term view of risk. Strategic risks often take time to yield results. Maintaining a long-term perspective helps risk-takers navigate short-term challenges and remain committed to their vision. Keys to maintaining a long-term view. Patience. Accept that meaningful success often requires time and sustained effort. Consistency. Stay focused on your goals, even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. Reflection. Periodically assess how risks are contributing to your overall strategy and adjust as needed. By keeping the bigger picture in mind, strategic risk takers avoid being derailed by immediate obstacles. Key takeaway. Strategic risk-taking combines purpose, preparation, and resilience to maximize rewards while minimizing unnecessary exposure. By identifying opportunities, timing decisions, and aligning actions with values, individuals can take risks that drive meaningful success. Chapter 5: Managing the Outcomes of Risk. Taking risks is only part of the equation. What follows, success or failure, must also be managed effectively. Chapter 5 explores how to handle the consequences of risk-taking, from capitalizing on victories to learning from setbacks, ensuring that every outcome contributes to long-term growth and resilience. Understanding the range of outcomes. Every risk carries a spectrum of potential outcomes, from exceeding expectations to falling short. Preparing for this range helps mitigate negative impacts and maximize positive results. Key principles for outcome management. Plan for the best and worst, anticipate extreme scenarios to remain flexible and prepared. Recognize partial success, even outcomes that don't meet every goal may still offer value or lessons. Stay adaptable, unexpected results, positive or negative, often require recalibration of your approach. By acknowledging the uncertainty inherent in risk, individuals can approach outcomes with greater clarity and acceptance. Capitalizing on success. When a risk pays off, leveraging that success effectively is critical for maintaining momentum and building on achievements. Success is not just the end of the risk, it is a stepping stone for further progress. Strategies to maximize gains. Reflect and refine, analyze what contributed to the success and incorporate those elements into future decisions. Celebrate milestones, acknowledge achievements to motivate yourself and your team. Scale wisely, expand on successful initiatives gradually, ensuring sustainable growth. Staying grounded during success prevents overconfidence and lays the groundwork for future strategic actions. Learning from failure. Failure is an inevitable part of risk-taking, but it doesn't have to be a setback. Instead, it can serve as a powerful learning tool, offering insights that inform future decisions. How to turn failure into growth. Conduct a post-mortem, evaluate what went wrong, identifying missteps or unforeseen challenges. Extract lessons, look for actionable insights that can improve future efforts. Maintain perspective, avoid assigning failure to personal inadequacy, it's part of the process of growth. Failure, when managed constructively, becomes an essential component of innovation and resilience. Balancing emotions and outcomes. Success and failure often come with intense emotional responses, from elation to disappointment. Managing these emotions is crucial for staying focused and avoiding reactive decision-making. Tips for emotional balance. Celebrate with humility. While it's important to enjoy success, overconfidence can lead to reckless decisions. Process disappointment. Allow yourself to feel and process failure, but don't dwell on it excessively. Maintain equilibrium. Keep your emotional state steady, regardless of the outcome, to approach future risks rationally. Emotional regulation ensures that outcomes don't derail long-term goals or cloud judgment. The ripple effect of outcomes. The consequences of risk-taking often extend beyond the immediate results, influencing relationships, reputations, and future opportunities. Being mindful of these ripple effects helps mitigate unintended consequences. Managing ripple effects. Communicate openly, share outcomes transparently with stakeholders to build trust and maintain credibility. Protect relationships, address any negative impacts on others with empathy and accountability. Leverage reputational gains, use successful outcomes to enhance credibility and open new doors. Acknowledging the broader impact of outcomes strengthens connections and enhances future opportunities. Building a feedback loop. Effective risk management involves creating a system for continuous learning and improvement. A feedback loop ensures that every outcome, whether positive or negative, contributes to growth. Steps to establish a feedback loop. 1. Gather insights, collect data and feedback from all involved parties. 2. Analyze trends, look for patterns in decisions and outcomes to identify areas for improvement. 3. Apply lessons, incorporate insights into future strategies and decisions. A robust feedback loop turns risk-taking into an iterative process that builds on past experiences. Preparing for future risks. Managing the outcomes of risk is not just about closing the current chapter, it's about preparing for the next. Success and failure alike offer valuable preparation for future challenges and opportunities. Preparation strategies. Strengthen resilience, use lessons learned to enhance your ability to face uncertainty. Expand your toolkit, build on the skills and knowledge gained from previous risks. Reassess your goals, refine your objectives based on what you've learned to ensure they remain relevant and achievable. Each risk undertaken contributes to a foundation for taking smarter, more informed risks in the future. Key takeaway. The outcomes of risk-taking, whether success or failure, are opportunities for growth and learning. By capitalizing on victories, extracting lessons from setbacks, and maintaining emotional balance, individuals can turn every outcome into a stepping stone for future achievements. Chapter 6: Mastering the Art of Risk-Taking. The culmination of understanding and managing risk is the ability to integrate it seamlessly into life and decision-making. Here, we will explore how to develop a mastery of risk-taking, turning it from a source of fear into a skill that drives personal and professional growth. By adopting a proactive mindset, refining strategies, and embracing risk as a catalyst for transformation, individuals can harness uncertainty to achieve their most ambitious goals. The mindset of a risk-taker. Mastering risk begins with cultivating a mindset that views uncertainty as an opportunity rather than a threat. This involves reframing how you perceive challenges and redefining your relationship with fear and failure. Key aspects of a risk-taking mindset. Optimism grounded in realism, believe in the possibility of success while preparing for potential setbacks. Resilience, develop the mental toughness to persevere through challenges and recover from failures. Curiosity, approach risks with a willingness to learn and explore new possibilities. This mindset allows individuals to face uncertainty with confidence and adaptability. Developing risk intelligence. Risk intelligence is the ability to assess and respond to uncertainty effectively. It combines analytical skills, emotional awareness, and strategic thinking to navigate complex situations. Components of risk intelligence. Pattern recognition, identify trends and signals in uncertain environments. Emotional regulation, manage stress and fear to maintain clear judgment. Decisive action, balance thorough evaluation with the ability to act swiftly when needed. By honing these skills, individuals can make better decisions and increase their chances of success. The role of purpose in risk-taking. Purpose is the anchor that guides risk-taking. When risks align with deeply held values and goals, they become more meaningful and motivating. Steps to align risks with purpose. 1. Clarify your vision, define what success looks like in your personal and professional life. 2. Prioritize meaningful risks, focus on actions that align with your core values and long-term objectives. 3. Revisit your purpose regularly, ensure that your goals remain relevant and inspiring as circumstances evolve. Purpose-driven risk-taking ensures that decisions are not only strategic but also fulfilling. Leveraging community and support. Mastery of risk-taking often requires collaboration and the support of others. Trusted networks provide advice, resources, and encouragement, enhancing both confidence and decision quality. How to build a supportive risk-taking network. Seek diverse perspectives, collaborate with people who bring different experiences and viewpoints. Engage mentors and advisors, learn from those who have successfully navigated similar risks. Cultivate accountability partners, share your goals with individuals who will hold you accountable and offer encouragement. Risk-taking is not a solo endeavor, community amplifies both learning and success. Sustaining momentum through reflection. Reflection is essential for sustaining momentum in risk-taking. By analyzing past experiences, individuals can refine their strategies, build on successes, and avoid repeating mistakes. How to reflect effectively. Conduct regular reviews, periodically evaluate recent decisions and their outcomes. Focus on learning, look for insights that can improve future risk assessments and actions. Celebrate progress, recognize achievements, no matter how small, to stay motivated and maintain focus. Reflection turns risk-taking into a continuous process of growth and improvement. Creating a culture of risk-taking. For organizations and teams, fostering a culture that encourages risk-taking is critical for innovation and adaptability. Leaders play a key role in setting the tone for how risks are approached and managed. Elements of a risk-taking culture. Psychological safety, create an environment where individuals feel comfortable taking risks without fear of blame. Open communication, encourage the sharing of ideas, feedback, and lessons from failure. Reward calculated risks, recognize and reward efforts, even when outcomes are not successful. A culture that values thoughtful risk-taking empowers teams to push boundaries and achieve collective success. Embracing risk as a lifelong practice. Risk-taking is not a one-time event, it is a lifelong practice that evolves with experience and circumstances. Mastery involves continually pushing the edges of comfort zones, seeking growth, and adapting to new challenges. Keys to embracing risk long-term. Stay curious, always seek new opportunities to learn and grow, even when risks feel intimidating. Reassess limits, periodically evaluate and expand your comfort zones to prevent stagnation. Foster adaptability, cultivate a mindset that thrives on change and uncertainty. Embracing risk as an ongoing journey ensures that you remain dynamic, resilient, and open to new possibilities. Key takeaway. Mastering the art of risk-taking requires a combination of mindset, strategy, and purpose. By cultivating resilience, leveraging community, and embracing risk as a lifelong practice, individuals can navigate uncertainty with confidence and achieve meaningful success. Conclusion: embracing the edge of possibility. Risk is not merely an obstacle to be overcome, it is a powerful catalyst for growth, innovation, and transformation. In On the Edge, The Art of Risking Everything, the exploration of risk reveals it as an essential component of progress, whether in personal pursuits, professional endeavors, or societal advancements. By understanding, evaluating, and embracing risk, individuals can unlock opportunities that lie beyond the boundaries of certainty. The journey through this book highlights several key principles for mastering the art of risk-taking. Understand risk, recognize its components, uncertainty, probability, and impact, and approach it with clarity and purpose. Leverage psychology, acknowledge the emotional and cognitive forces that shape decisions and learn to navigate them effectively. Balance analysis and action, combine thoughtful evaluation with decisive execution to avoid paralysis or impulsiveness. Take strategic risks, align decisions with long-term goals, focus on meaningful opportunities, and mitigate unnecessary exposure. Learn from outcomes, treat both success and failure as opportunities for growth, refining strategies with each experience. Make risk a practice, approach risk as an ongoing process of adaptation, exploration, and self-discovery. The art of risk-taking is not about recklessness or blind optimism, it is about making informed, intentional choices that align with one's values and aspirations. It is about stepping outside comfort zones to explore possibilities, push boundaries, and achieve goals that once seemed unattainable. As you reflect on the insights from this book, remember that risk is not something to be feared but embraced. Every great achievement begins with a leap into the unknown, and every setback carries lessons that pave the way for future success. By mastering the art of risking everything, you open the door to a life of greater courage, resilience, and fulfillment. So, take that step. Stand on the edge, look ahead, and leap toward the extraordinary possibilities that await. Thank you for listening.